for those, well, obviously I started the stream off, if anybody's just come in, sponsored a charity bike ride from John O'Groats to Land's End. This is a pre-stage 2. There are 2 pre-stages that I did from the very furthest point of mainland Britain, which was called, I can't remember what it was called now, it was a lighthouse basically. And this is the second bit, which will take me to John O'Groats, just a short 7-mile stage. Later on tonight, I'm going to do the first stage of about 10 miles from John O'Groats onwards on the way to Land's End. So anybody who's here now, thanks for joining me on this. I'm going to join myself so I can actually see what's going on. So yeah, so this is where I am basically. You probably recognise that bit. There we go. Dunnet Head was where I started from, as you can see there. John O'Groats you can see, which is the finish point tonight. I might as well start cycling. Join in the chat, because otherwise I'd just be cycling in silence. So hopefully, please, there we go. We've got all the figures up. I'll put it onto satellite mode for the moment, just because hopefully, hopefully you like the satellite mode like that. If not, I can put it on the Google Maps. It's up to you guys. What you want to have there. And anybody who is there, thank you for joining me. We don't have any means to actually donate the money at the moment. That will be coming hopefully in the next few days. Just been a few issues with having to try and set up where the money can go equally to 2 charities. The 2 charities being NHS Charities Together and Gloucester House Addictions Rehabilitation Centre, which most of you who know me know my connection with it. Those of you who don't, feel free to ask me some questions. So this is kind of going to be how the setup is. You'll be able to follow me on the map. You want to go on Google Maps yourself, you can kind of see the places that we're passing. And then there's obviously a horrible picture of me in the corner. I'm going to try and stop. Each leg will be from a place to stay to another place to stay, so B&Bs or hostels or hotels or whatever. just to try and make it a bit more realistic. I want to move that camera because it's not quite straight. Bear with me. All these technical issues. Better. Never have OCD when you're trying to set up a YouTube channel. So, as you can see, Creag Na Mara is where I set off from. That's where I got to last night. And John O'Groats is where we're heading towards, or John O'Groats Harbour is where we're heading towards. Make head and tail of the figures up there. Obviously, you've got how long I've been cycling. You've then got distance in miles, 0.8 miles, I haven't gone very far yet. Cadence, that's how many revolutions per minute my feet are going round. And then you've got 2 power settings. I don't know exactly a lot about those, that's more for professional cyclists, but at least you can see I'm kind of putting the effort in. And then you've got the slope, so at the moment I'm guessing that means we're going slightly downhill, or quite a bit downhill. Speed, miles per hour, 11.8-ish, which is kind of how I know that the setup's about what you'd expect on a bike, because I know that if I was putting in about this effort, I'll be going somewhere between 9 and 12 miles an hour. So, and the heart rate, nice steady 123. If it goes past 200, let me know, because I might fall off the bike. There's a little delay in real time between this and YouTube, so I think that means that I catch up with chat in about 20-30 seconds, if anybody chats. Had a few yesterday, but my phone's about to run out of battery. Going nice near the coast, right on the edge. I put the camera around this way just because at least you see a bit of sky rather than just the windows of our house. You might have to change it for the first stage on the other way because the sun will come in behind me. So you and I won't be able to see a lot. But hopefully we'll be alright with the sun before we finish this section. If anybody is out there, say hello, so I know you're there. Hey, hello Sean. My lone watcher at the moment. Taking my number one fan of on as well, Deanne. So, welcome aboard, Sean. I've just been talking to myself for the last 1.8 miles. How are you today? Coming in and disappearing, Sean. Yeah. It is it's a very weird thing, especially when you're like fully in your house and aren't allowed out. But are you still working at the moment? As I was explaining to myself, this is a pre-stage. Had two pre-stages, one from the most northern point, done at Head Lighthouse, to Creag Na Mara Bed and Breakfast, and then now from there to John O'Groats. And I'm going to do the first proper stage this evening. So there'll be banners and flags and things waving me off, all of that kind of stuff. So the other bit of the map, I explained the figures and everything, that the bit at the bottom, the white squiggly line with the red line sticking up, is obviously that's the elevation, which doesn't really mean a lot on this. This bike has, it's more, the way the resistance works on this trainer is that the faster you try and go, the harder it is. The resistance ramps up. So as you're trying to go faster, it tries to stop you basically. But as I say, I know by the miles per hour, the effort is actually a little harder than a normal road bike. in most cases. Certainly going downhill, because you don't get any benefit at all downhill. The first stage, this stage, as you can see, we're halfway through. It's only about 7 miles long. I say halfway through, not quite halfway through. The first real stage this evening is going to be 9 miles, so just under an hour. I'm going to do several 10-mile-ish stints and then work it up to sort of about 20 and then kind of take it from there. I don't know how long, never done it before on a bike trainer, how long we can actually, or I can actually do. Obviously when I was doing my sponsored bike ride on the real bike, even though I'm an old fart, I was doing 50 plus sessions sometimes, but I've been told by professional cyclists that that's not really realistic on a trainer because of the boredom factor. You don't have the incentive, the scenery going by, to keep pushing you on, so it feels a lot harder. I just go stir crazy. Yeah, Sean said he's one of our key workers, and he actually works in our local hospital, GWR, GWH even. Whoop, slip of the tongue there. Yeah, Great Western Hospital. So, thank you, Sean. A little bit of this money might just go your way. You'd have to raise a lot before you could significantly say you might get 0.0001 of the £10 I raise. And Sean, the reason I know this is Sean obviously is not a complete random. I do know him outside of YouTube world. Not a bad bloke. He's my best man. Well, Mrs. Macaroni doesn't seem to be interfering as much as she did last time, so I'm sure she'll be out later. So I think the idea will probably be to do this stint and then give it enough break for my legs to recover, and then do the second stint. Half an hour, I don't know. Think about it in a little bit. Whether to have tea first, probably best to have tea afterwards. So this is going to take me until, I don't know, about 4 o'clock, maybe just past it. Might start at 5:30, let's say. The next session starts at 5:30, which will be about an hour, 6:30. Time for tea then. I've just seen your question. Yeah, so yeah, I will start the ride at 5:30. Is that right? No, it's 4:30 now. Hang on. 5. 6 o'clock. Let's make it 6 o'clock. Does that sound good? Saw the one on here. You tell me, 6 o'clock good for you? Babe going to be around? Six. 6:30. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be 7:30. No, definitely 6 o'clock. Have a little relax. Cup of tea. Bit of prep for the tea, maybe. Need be. And back on the bike. Hopefully, won't be such of a I was going to say rude word then. Be such of a kerfuffle. Sean knows me well, but I do not want to be starting at 6:30. Wow. Almost all downhill all the way from here. Well, Jan was on yesterday and she promised that she'd get on her exercise bike today. I got a message from her and I can confirm that she did. She did 10k. I think it was 10k. Thank you, mate. I'm guessing you're going off to have your tea. Alright. I'm going to put it onto the Google map. Or the normal map, let's say. Just so that you can see where we're going. There. Not very interesting at the moment, but we'll soon be coming up towards John O'Groats. So I wanted you guys to be able to, I don't know, see whatever's there. Yes. It's just cakes. We can kind of see finishing line. You kind of got to go down and back up again. As you can see, it's John O'Groats Harbour. And I didn't put somewhere to stay for this session because theoretically it's the start. But there is a caravan site at the top, but I think, as you can probably see on the map, we're approaching where I would probably stay if I was doing a real bike ride, which hopefully one day I will, with my son. The sea view. It's as good a place as any to stop. There is another one that's right up by the coast, but looks to be expensive. So we're going to go past where I'm staying for the night, up to the harbour. Yeah, catch you later, mate. Save some cakes for me. Pardon me. That was a burp, by the way. Oh. Hairpin bend coming up. Yeah, there's sea view. Look it up. See how much it would have cost me. Oh. 2 stages in a day? Is that such a good idea? Still, nearly over. Hour to recover. last little spurt. And job done. Right. That is the end of pre-stage 2. We are now at the beginning of the main ride from John O'Groats to Land's End. Hi Deanne. I've now just finished pre-stage 2. We are now at John O'Groats. So at 6 o'clock I'll be getting back on the bike and doing the first 10 miles. If you want to join me then, I think hopefully Sean will be joining as well then, as he said. Feel free. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.